Alright, what is up YouTube? Today we got another anime live action news update video, this time regarding the Gantz Hollywood live action adaptation. And the topic on this one is kind of interesting, so I'm just gonna read the article first and then give a little bit of my thoughts afterwards. So without further ado, let's get into it. Gantz creator, no new anime until Hollywood gives him back series rights. In a new interview, creator Hiroya Oku reveals he can't create a new Gantz anime until Hollywood gives him back the rights to the series. In a new interview with Crunchyroll, Oku candidly spoke about the long-rumored American Gantz live-action remake. In the interview, Oku stated that a contract with a Hollywood production company is preventing future anime adaptations of his work, saying, quote, "Yeah, I can't talk about all the details on that subject, but a Hollywood company does have the rights to adapt Gantz at the moment, and unless they return us the rights, we won't be able to make either an anime or live-action adaptation of the manga. That's the Hollywood type of contract. They own all the adaptations including anime and live action, except for manga," end quote. Oku stated outright that this is why the Gantz E spin-off manga hasn't seen an anime adaptation, and he expressed his frustration with the situation, saying, quote, "There is another spin-off called Gantz E that is currently being serialized in Young Jump, illustrated by Jin Kagetsu, right now, which has been allowed to be made by the producers as it's a manga, though an anime adaptation of that spin-off won't be. It's becoming such a pain, to be honest," end quote. Oku revealed that the contract, which was signed in 2020, will likely hold up future Gantz projects for at least the next 4 years. Quote, "I haven't been updated about how the Hollywood adaptation is going or whether it will actually be made. It's likely COVID-19 has paused a lot of new projects over there, and Gantz is probably one of them," end quote. Oku said, defiantly adding, quote, "If that's the case, I'd like to have the rights back," end quote. While an announcement regarding an American live-action remake of Gantz has never officially been announced, and Oku doesn't name the Hollywood company he's unhappy with, earlier rumors reported that the movie was being produced by Sony Pictures Entertainment. Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow writer and producer Mark Guggingham previously hinted on Twitter that he was involved with the project. The rest of Oku's interview, in which he also discusses his production methods and his reaction to anime's popularity overseas. So the rest of the article basically just talks about Gantz itself and, the animation projects that have spawned due to its success. I will leave a link to the article in the description below if you want to check out the rest of it. But yeah, this is kind of interesting, guys. I mean, well, first off, this is a very unique case in the anime live action world, which is also unique within itself at the moment. But yeah, not too many people even know that Gantz is getting a live action adaptation from Hollywood. But like I said, this is definitely a peculiar kind of case. I feel like if word gets out about this, it could affect how other creators of anime feel about letting Hollywood make live action adaptations of their series. If not for the impact that it could have, if not for the actual project, if not for concern of the actual project or seeing their work tainted, then at the very least, for something like this, of not being able to have anything else made because of their series being completely owned and kind of held by Hollywood's hands, all because of a contract. It is kind of interesting to hear the creator of Gantz talk about something like this because, we don't really get a lot of insight on things like this. The good thing to take away from this is that we are getting a lot more communication between Hollywood and these Japanese creators of anime and manga. First with the My Hero Academia Hollywood movie getting a Japanese director, and with Eiichiro Oda himself being involved in the One Piece live action project. And now with something like this, it's pretty blatant that Hollywood is not shying away from reaching out to these anime and Japanese creators. And that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. It means that we are getting closer and closer to producing good anime live action films, and that neither Hollywood nor Japan or the creators of these anime themselves are giving up on that dream. Which makes me happy because, that gives me a lot more to talk about. Because who else isn't giving up on that dream? your boy. But anyways, and if you'd like to hear more about my thoughts on the matter, I'll probably make a separate video from this one going more in depth with the article and the interview, so be sure to be on the lookout for that one. How you can do that? Well, you can subscribe to the channel, of course. Also, leave a like on the video, that helps me out a ton. And be sure to hit that bell to stay tuned for all the anime live action content that I'm gonna be bringing you. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.